Well, hi. I hope you didn't get turned around by a little glitch we've just experienced. Mm, so let's start over. Um, technology still amazes me. So I'd hit my go live, and then it said no camera. No, anyway, blah blah. So what I wanted to let's see, share my. I always forget opposite. My word for this day is proclaim, and so I meditated on that a little bit, and I'm just going to offer that to you if you want to play with that. I was guided to share a little bit of some journeys that have been a few times in the last week or two um, that have been a sort of a pattern, and it was sort of seemed new to me. I might have had to be a long time before, but I didn't remember it. Um, in each of these times, I started out sort of being in nature. First time I know it was up like near a pond, and then another time it was just a garden of grasses and flowers. But what happened in each of those times, especially, was that I was immersed in that, and somehow those scenes became a painting. They weren't like live nature per se. So the colors just became very vivid and very pronounced, and the shapes became very like oil painting brushstrokes and everything around me. And I felt like I was somehow in it microscopically and moving in and around that whole place. When it was just so delightful and magical. At some point, I was realizing that seemed very familiar on some other level. So I did my little research, and each of those situations were versions of Monet paintings because the pond was almost more than a pond. It became, like well, like the painting, and the same for the grasses. It was a deep bluish green grasses and some irises or flowers that I couldn't quite make up because in a certain way I was looking up at it. So anyway, I thought I'd share because I'm just so blessed that I get to have these journeys, and as I meditate further upon those experiences, I hope and pray that I will have more insight for how it will serve me or how I can tap into that and use those moments in new ways. And then briefly, I wanted to also share. Um, I'm about halfway through the midpoint of an FMD, which is fast mimicking diet. It's a 5 day fast, which is scientifically put together with minimal calories, but put together in a perfect way to give the exact kind of nutrients that keep a person's body under the threshold of certain hormones that would trigger a person to be out of a fast. So it's like a water fast, but with some nutrients. And this one I'm currently in is my fifth one that I've done. I did 4 in a row a while back, and then a few months later now I'm doing this. And what I wanted to share about that is even after having done this now several times, and other versions of smaller fasts over the years, um, I'm very much in touch with and noticing all the little signals and triggers for urges to eat something. Um, Something as simple as, oh, this is about the time of day that I would reach for a few pistachio nuts, or this is when I want my little square of chocolate. And those are sort of small things that I'm able to kind of, oh, I'm not doing that now. I'm in this fast, and I'm okay with that. But I'm really noticing, which I've noticed, but this is very profound when you're having fewer and fewer calories in your day, the kinds of emotional triggers that maybe by habit or by training within my own consciousness for this physical body, that I'd want to indulge in something. And when I want to do that indulgence, it's like I'm highly stressed or I feel sad or very, deep emotions about things. And of course, I'm staying with my program right now, but I'm recognizing that one of the things that Master Sensing has, some of you have met him, uh, that he has shared often is all things in moderation, including excesses in moderation. For example, when we have a Thanksgiving feast, it's not meant to be an everyday thing. It's an indulgence and it's in a way of celebration. And there are moments like that come up in our life where it's an important opportunity to go beyond the making it wrong or making it somehow not perfect or healthy. Um, I've had some of those, and I've had recently one that I was just saying, I'm just going to do it anyway. And I won't get into the details, but that evolved into several steps of things which would not have happened had I not been in my car on the road to do this particular round of indulgence. And those things, there were just magical moments involved with it. So I was able to even give myself deeper forgiveness and recognition that I can pay closer attention to those urges and to check within if it was really something just satisfying that hurt little egoic part, or if it's something that is also being opened up for another possibility. So these are insights recently that I thought I'd share. So anybody interested in having already done a fasting situation, or you're interested in finding out more about how I came upon this and what I'm doing, you can just message me and I'll be happy to give you some of that information. Now it's time. I feel big energy. So enjoy, everyone. Thanks for the journey that's coming up for me. Hallelujah. Greetings. I am called Gabriel. I am that which is a proclaimer. You see, what I said to her, she did not know it was I, but I am the proclaimer of all good things which come forth. Do you know the distinction of words? To affirm, to decree, to proclaim. It is subtle for the languages, but to proclaim is to make official announcement about something important to more than one person. Your affirmation is your personal statement of value that you claim for beingness. Your decree is similar to that in that it invokes and evokes extraordinary unification with the principle of the divine. So proclaim. When is it yours to proclaim? Sometimes it becomes a proclamation of righteousness. Sometimes it becomes a proclamation of judgment. It is not important now that you figure all of that out or that you accept my word for it, but to let it be in an open field of your consciousness. I proclaim with you good news, that this is a day where you are birthing in your conscious mind and in your body a new life. Is it so in every day and in every moment? It is today. I proclaim it with you, that I proclaim that there are fields of light beyond your awareness. Call it the angelic realms, the ascended realms, the divine source. Those energetic frequencies and fields of light are now available more than ever for you and for all of humankind. Well, there can be opportunities in this not to have faith that therefore some imagined result is occurring, but that there can be faith that you are in process of creating that which is your best expression here and in all these other realms. So as an announcement, becoming a proclamation, it is that it's not said to an individual. When I announce to an individual a source of harmonic light that is being presented, a gift being presented, that is an extraordinary opportunity for all. When I proclaim, it is to all, or to the many who can hear it. So my announcing of the greatness that you are, as I speak to each of you individually, you are this wondrous, perfect expression of all this light, which is considered the realms of light and the source of all. And then to all of you, I say, we proclaim that this day, this now moment, all these avenues of consciousness, new realms, new dimensions are opened unto you. Have you not realized that there are gifts on the earthly plane that would be referred to as herbs and substances which could assist in opening up these faculties of consciousness? And we are not recommending that to everyone, because now we proclaim these things are available for all with greater ease and in alignment with your understood awareness of who you are. For that is the place that it begins, where you believe you are, where you understand that you are and who you are. This energy gives you this place to expand that awareness and that understanding, that you are more than that and you are capable of experiencing and receiving more than what that might have been for you. Fear not that it floods you to the point of your mind and body not assimilating it. Fear not, for that is not the intention. As you open up completely, you receive, but all that receiving is given you where you are needing it, where you are able to receive it. Some of that is a distinction, again, of using the substances of the earth for this experience of transformative, ascended awareness, expanded awareness. For some of those under conditions of emotions that are not balanced will bring about what people think of as almost explosions of awareness and an difficulty in reintegrating that into their human life. None of the divine given to you in this way is meant to bring you out of who you are, but to expand who you are. To give you in that expansion all that you are needing and desiring of the now moment, so that you might then be feeling ready and willing in another new breath of moment to expand further or beyond those perceived boundaries of self. Can I say one more thing, please, for you? You do not have to earn this. No human has to earn the light which is coming forth as it is proclaimed now. A soul perceived to be dark or evil, confused, misguided, however that may be perceived or judged, is capable of receiving this light, for the gift is not withheld. You do not need to pray that those who you have judged to be unfit receive the light, for that is not yours to administer, is it? You might pray in the awareness of unification, that all light that is given is now more freely received universally, collectively, globally, individually throughout all this world. But it perhaps becomes a tricky form of prayer when individuals pray for what they think is the well-being of another. When you have become masterful in any one moment of who you are, then that prayer does not come from your idea of your limitation, what is best, but in faith, knowing that you can offer and send forth through all the rays of light that same frequency that others may be available to receive it, and be it then transforming as it is within each individual, their need, their soul's decree of truth. So I represent in the realms of light one who makes announcements and proclamations for humans. But I am not in a personal commitment that it be only under my name or under my auspices of awareness and truth. You are the announcer and the proclaimer. Be mindful that when you announce to another or proclaim to another, that you are aligned with the wholeness of who you are. Because the words and the intentions must be absolutely clear so that you do not become burdened with the frequency of expectation or demand. That is not the divine will. Now I'm going to offer a prayerful moment, a meditative breath, an energetic gift. As you are now hearing these words, close your eyes if you will, and feel in the breath of your body that my proclamation is being received. You are receiving the light of all expansive love. You are unifying all the parts of your body and mind with the infinite source. You are becoming conscious of all of these things. For the truth is, they have never been separate from you. In consciousness, you accept that this proclamation is in service, and you will apply it and receive it in those places of light on earth and in other dimensions where you so understand is yours to give. Thank you for the light that you are. Here on this planet you call your home, and all the places you have called home, because there is only one. Amen and Alleluia. You know, I sometimes have to say, talk amongst yourselves. Like really far out somehow. So, as always, look into the comments that Daryl will share whatever he's identifying as the message here in this Wednesday Wisdom. and announcements of other things to come. And we invite you to come play with us when it calls. So thank you for being here and being part of my launch to a fabulous journey. And until the next time, my friends, have a beautiful